Hey, how's it going? I hope you're having a great day. My name is Jeff, and welcome to a very special non Lego building set episode of Brickscale Studio. Well, thank you again for joining me here on Brickscale Studio. And just a friendly reminder, if you haven't already, please click that subscribe button and the bell notification so that you'll be notified when new videos come out. So today we are going a little rogue. We're going to be building a non-Lego set. You can kind of see it behind me back there next to Jaws. It is by a company called Funhole, bad name, Funwhole. But on their packaging, they just have the initials FO. So I'm just going to refer to it as FO. So we are doing a build by FO. It is called the A-Frame Cabin Retro House. This is obviously a take on the Lego A-Frame Cabin that we've already reviewed here on the channel. So the difference here is this set from FO includes a light kit, and they're integrated into the instructions are instructions for installing the light kit. Now this is different from Lego, obviously, because Lego does not include light kits, and the third-party light kits that are available, you kind of have to put them in after the fact. So you've built the model and then you kind of have to retrofit this light kit in. Although, as I mentioned in the video, Light My Bricks, they have a 2.0 version of their product where they're publishing their own set of instructions that do integrate the light kit with the Lego build. But maybe we'll review one of those down the road. But for today, we're doing this FO A-Frame Cabin Retro House. And it's going to be a two-part episode. This was a very long build. I had about 9 hours of footage. Just to give you an idea, typically in a build like for the Lego A-Frame Cabin, that was about a 3.5 hour build, and then I edited that down to 30 minutes or so. This one, because it's so new and so different from Lego, it's a slower build process because I sort of explain some of the differences, and then when we get into the lighting and the wiring and all that, it just takes a little more time. So this build included 12 groups of numbered bags. There were multiple bags per number. So in this first video, we're going to do 1 through 6, and then in part 2, we'll finish the build and do 7 through 12. So let's get into part 1 of the FO A-Frame Cabin Retro House. Okay, so here it is. This is the FO or Funhole. Yeah, it's a bad name. So they're calling this A-Frame Cabin Retro House. So let's get into this and see how it compares with Lego. So first of all, the box is much more compact. Lego tends to be thinner boxes and long, bigger boxes. This is, pretty thick and compact. Also, this has not a lot of graphics on the outside, and it has this flip up. So I'm going to cut the tape here, and we'll see what is inside the box. But it has, rather than cutting the flaps, it has this whole open lid thing. So here we go. So here is the instruction book, which we'll go over in a minute. And like Lego, there are numbered bags. Oh my gosh, the printing on this is so light. I don't even know if you can see, but that does say 11. But oh my gosh, I can barely see. Like this one says number 5. That one's a little more. It's number 4. So yeah, same thing. We've got these numbered bags. So this is the part that I'm super interested in. I believe this is the light kit. So I'm going to set this aside for now. But yeah, I mean, same. Oh, we've even got like some kooky little minifigs here. So this is very interesting. So yeah, overall, I mean, I like how it's, there's not a lot of wasted space with this huge box. Everything's pretty packed and compact. So I'm going to sort through these bags. Obviously, there's going to be, here's number one. So it looks like the Bricklink set that we did last week or a couple weeks ago. We don't have a solid base plate. We're going to be constructing the base with these smaller elements. So let me get all these organized. Or I'm going to set this aside and we're going to talk about we're going to take a look at the instruction book and the light kit. So I'm just going to put that over here for now. So let's take a look at the instruction book. Very similar to a Lego instruction book. The one thing I will say is this is like Lego books are very glossy and shiny, and this is matte, very matte finish. It looks like we have some stickers here. Interesting. But it looks like there are sort of these wood grain stickers rather than the wood grain being printed on the tiles like Lego. So that's going to be very interesting. So, okay, we've got stickers. So here is the book. And again, it's the same kind of a thing. There's some information about the set. And then we're going to... So they talk about some of the electrics and things. And the stuff that's in the light kit. And then we have sticker instructions. Oh, it looks like they even have their own version of like a brick separator. So that's interesting. So like Lego, they're telling us here, bag one, we're going to accomplish this. And then it goes right into the instructions. And again, unlike Lego being like on very thick, glossy paper, this is a little bit thinner and it's very matte, which is nice. I like it because I have quite a few lights set up while recording these videos, and I'm not getting glare off the pages, which is nice. That happens very often with Lego. So this is actually kind of nice that it's a matte finish. Okay, great. So, we'll set this aside. Here in the back, they have some other sets. And it does look like, I just saw it, that in most of the time with Lego, since Lego does not make light kits, all the Lego light kits are third party. It's sort of an after the fact thing. So you've already built the model, and now you've got to sort of retrofit this light kit in. So you have to take pieces apart, et cetera, et cetera. Although, Light My Brick, I did just see that their 2.0 system, they are incorporating the lights. They're publishing their own set of instructions for Lego sets, incorporating their light kits. But for the most part, it's after the fact. So this is all integrated. The other thing I just noticed, when, like here, they're giving you the studs of the plates. So this is telling you this is a 4x8, this is a 1x8, this is a 1x6. So you're not relying on just the picture alone. They're actually telling you, which is very nice. If you remember that Bricklink order, the general store, one of my complaints was that the illustrations sometimes made it difficult to tell when the parts were just off by a couple of studs, like which one you actually needed. So this one actually tells you, which I really like that. So let's look at the light kit. So this is the lights here. Okay, so this is the battery box, obviously. Oh, and they give you, nice, they give you a set of tweezers. So that's kind of cool. And then we have 3 bags. So I'm not going to open the bags right now. We'll get there when we get there. But this is what comes in the electric section. So, all right, great. So without further ado, let me go ahead and organize the bags, and we'll get started on bag 1. And then as we encounter all this stuff, I will let you know how it's going. All right, there are 12 groups of bags. And like the Bricklink build, there are multiple for each number. So for example, for bag number 1, there were 4 bags. That's like the Bricklink general store was. And truthfully, that's how Lego used to be in the past. Now, the newer sets, it's usually one number 1, one number 2, one number 3. But back in the day, Lego used to be the same way. They would have multiple of the same number. So, and again, like the Bricklink's general store, we're not getting a base plate to build this on. We're making our own base. So again, like I did with the Bricklink, I have separated the plates just to make it a little easier. And then these are the parts that are left over with the plates taken out. And then this is sort of their version of a brick separator. And here's the Lego version. So this is a Lego brick separator. This is the I'm going to say FO because that's what's on their logo. It's FO, but the company is Fun Hole, like FUNWHOLE. But yeah, so here's the Lego brick separator. Here is the FO separator. Basically the same like idea. So anyway, let's get into bag 1. Also, the manual does have a QR code down here, but unlike Lego, where you can redeem 20 points, this will take you no points, but like Lego, it will take you to an electronic version of the instructions. So if you don't want to flip through the book, you can use your computer or tablet to view the instructions. But since I have the book here, I'm gonna use the book. So let's get started with the pieces for bag number 1. So one thing, which, I mean, it's either here nor there, I guess, but the bags were super hard to open. Like, unlike the Lego bags that just come apart real easy, you dump the pieces out, I actually had to use a blade to open the bags. They did not just come apart at the seams. They were really sealed. So that's just sort of a side note. But what I was going to say was, obviously, it doesn't say Lego on here, but in handling the parts, they do feel different than Lego, and they do look a little bit different. Like, these don't seem quite as thick as like a Lego plate, but so far, just in dealing with them, unbagging them and whatnot, they don't feel cheap. Like, they don't feel like they're going to break or anything like that. Like, I would say so far, I mean, I don't know, they do feel lighter than Lego pieces. That is for sure. But like, see, like, I can kind of, like, this has a little bend to it when I twist it, and the Lego pieces do not, especially one like this thick. But enough about that. Let's just get into the build. All right, so that is it for bag 1. Overall, I say it's okay. So it's not Lego. The illustrations in the manual are sometimes a little hard to tell where things line up, and sometimes they only give you like a small portion of the picture, so it's hard to tell how the rest of it lines up with what you've already built. And then the colors in the manual, this dark gray to me on some of the pages looked almost like brown. So it was a little confusing, but once, I kind of got used to that, it was fine. I mean, so far so good. This is our base so far. If we turn it over, solid. So we're going to go into bag number 2. My guess is we're going to continue to build upon this. One interesting thing, 0 extra pieces. I don't know if that's just a coincidence or if that's how it's going to be the rest of the build, but yeah, no extra pieces. So let's get into bag number 2. Okay, so it looks like we're getting into the first of the stickers. Let's see what this little card is. Service card, whatever that means. Oh, replacement parts, join the group, whatever, it's Facebook group or something. Yeah, if there's some problems with parts or whatever, scan this code to join the group, scan that code. All right, so it says that we want stickers 13, and there's 3 of them. So those are these little stickers here. Yeah, so interesting. So we need 3 of them. Wrong. These are entirely different type of sticker than are included with the Lego ones. So what they are suggesting is that you use the tweezers that they provided you. Okay, you pick the edge. Then you place the sticker and you push down on that part, and then you lift off the transparent. And what do you know? Hey, that works. Okay, so yeah, these are an entirely different type of sticker than I am used to with Lego models here. It's a weird way of doing it, but oh my gosh. So these little teeny stickers would be super hard to apply, but on a bigger transfer, they're easy to get down there and aligned. I don't want to keep going on about this, but this is so much easier than Lego stickers. I'm not even going to lie. All right, so we're done with bag 2. So this time we do have some extra pieces. Maybe not a little surprising. They're just these, like, sort of one of each of these little pieces. So not bad. I did go back through and look through the instructions to make sure that I didn't just miss a step or something. But yep, they are extra. So now we're going to move into bag 3. And this is our first electrics bag. So it looks like we're going to be attaching some sort of electric function. So that's great. Okay, also another thing that I kind of like with these trans clear pieces, you can't really count the studs because they're tiles. So there's no studs on the top. So they give you, in the manual, they give you the sort of this little reference so that you can line this up. So I think that's very helpful. So I do enjoy that because sometimes you need some that are 4 and some that are 3 in the same step, so it might be hard to tell them apart. Okay, so now we are going to get into our first electric here. So we are open. So there's 3 bundles here, and the one that we want is this one. So I'm going to set these aside. All right, so it wants us to check the battery. So what do we need here? We need 3 AA batteries. So let me go grab those. All right, so we got the batteries in. There should be a little board. Here we go. So this and this. So I'm going to put the rest of this back away. We need to connect this to the battery box. All right, this is very small and this wire is very thin, so be careful. So now I have the wire. So I'm going to insert this into one end of the board, being careful to push on the plastic connector and not on the wire. All right, so it wants us to test this out. So I'm going to make sure my battery box is off. And yes, we have lights. I'm not sure if you can see those. Let me see if I turn off. Yeah, there you can see them. So we do have lights. Cool. Okay, so just be very careful when you're taking them out. Okay, so we are going to put this round black piece. We're going to put it right here in the middle. And then these pieces have little cutouts. So we want the first one to go here, and we want to make sure that the wires are in the little cutout. Now we want the piece with we want the wire with the gold or the orange end to come straight out this way. And then you want the other one coming out this way. And again, we're going to put this piece in, making sure that the wires are between the studs and in one of these gaps. You do not want to pinch those. So the terminal end is going this way. Actually, it wants us to take it down and around, but it's not going to stay because it's just a wire. So we'll get that pinned in there, and then this is going out this way. Okay. So now we are going to pin this wire. So first, let's just have it go straight out so that we can get that in there. And again, we'll come straight out so we can get that in there. So now we want to turn it. And we want to put this piece right here. Be careful not to pinch. So I'm pulling this back because we do not want to pinch the wire. So that's going just like that. And then this will eventually get pinched down there. Okay. And now we're going right down the middle. And we're putting a blue stud here. And we're putting a blue stud there. We're going to turn it right along here. And this piece is going there. And this piece is going there. I see what we're doing. Okay. So we're going to hide this wire with these little bags. Isn't that clever? Okay. So there are, in the manual, there are these sort of overhead shots. So you can tell where you want to thread your wire. So that's cool. I like that. All right. So let's turn this around. Look, it's showing in the manual here. I'm going to go 2 studs. And then we're going to kind of diagonal it. Like so. And we want to put a bag there. And then we'll put a bag here. And then our final bag will go here to pin that in. I'll take this piece and then this notched piece here. And this is going to go right on top of here like so. All right, so now we're going to take our little notch piece here. And we are going to go right along this seam. And this is going to go just like that. Perfect. This is just going to kind of go just like that and hide that away. All right, so that is our first light component. I'm super stoked about that. That was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. So let's continue on here. Okay, and that is it for bag number 3. Let's move on to bag number 4. All right, and we have a cool little mini build piano here. That's the end of bag number 4. And we're going to move on to bag 5. So, yeah, we're 4 bags in. So that is about a third of the way through. And we have no cabin yet. All we have is the base. So it's pretty detailed and intricate. But it looks like with bag 5, we're going to start building up the cabin. So let's get into bag 5. So now we're going to get another light kit in here. Yeah, it's from bag 1 that we used last time. And it is this one here with the two sort of orangish brown and then the clear. So we have a plug on one end, which I'm sure you cannot see. And then we have 3 lights on this end. So we're going to use the diagrams here to place those. So the first one is going to go right here. Grab that. And then the next one is going to go just up here like so. And then this one is coming out the side. The other light, the clear light, is coming out the side, and then the plug is coming out the top here. It wants us again to check to make sure that everything is working. So let's do that really quick. So again, just take your time with this. All right, and we have 3 lights. Now it wants us to take another one of these sort of notched pieces. And this. Okay, so this is just going to go right here. Like so. And then this, it wants us to take this plug piece and come straight across and then bend it. And we're going to put that right in there. So now we're going to turn this back over. And now remember we had this hole. First we're going to thread this through. This hole just like so. And then this is going to go on like that. And we're going to make sure that we have that positioned like so. And then we just will press that down. Okay, so we have that light there. And we have our cord coming out here. So we have both of the cords with the plug ends coming out here. We have the lights underneath, and then we have this positioned over the sliding glass doors. All right, now it wants us to position this with the light in this little dish. So easy, and then we are just going to pop this in just like that. And now we've got our porch light. Cool. That is it for bag 5. Let's move on to bag 6. Okay, so that is the end of bag 6. This, I'm not going to lie, this circular window here is kind of kooky the way that that goes in. So that was bags 1 through 6 of the FO A-frame cabin retro house. Man, that's a mouthful. So we're about halfway. So far, I'm enjoying. I'm enjoying the build. It is different than Lego for sure, but very familiar. Aside from the lighting part of it, and I thought the 2 components that we did, the instructions were pretty clear. The diagrams were great in the manual. So I guess part 2, time will tell. Once we have to kind of integrate all that together, how that's going to go. But I hope you enjoyed this first part, and then obviously in part 2, which is going to come out Tuesday of next week. So again, be sure to subscribe and hit that bell notification so you're notified when part 2 comes out. That's going to preempt our DeLorean build on Tuesday again. I kind of feel bad for the DeLorean. It always gets preempted when we have Lego or building set stuff. So again, watch out for that video next Tuesday. So until we see each other again, happy building, take care, be kind to each other, and I'll see you soon next Tuesday for part 2 of the FO A-frame cabin retro house.